Have you ever been in a relationship, romantic, family, or friendship, where you constantly felt drained, doubted yourself, or walked on eggshells? For years, I didn't even know what manipulation looked like, and I definitely didn't realize that some people thrive on controlling others. We weren't taught about toxic manipulative people in school or from society, so it makes sense that many of us ignored the red flags. But when you start recognizing the patterns, you can't unsee them. Toxic people don't always have to fit the label of a narcissist. They can be manipulatives, gaslighters, or emotional vampires. Anyone who thrives on control and dysfunction. They could be a partner, a family member, friend, or even a co-worker. The key is recognizing the patterns and the red flags. Number 1, gaslighting. They make you question your own reality. I never said that. You're too sensitive. You're making things up. You catch them in a lie, but instead of them owning it, they twist the situation until you start doubting yourself. 2, lack of empathy. They can fake kindness, but they don't truly feel for others. You tell them something deeply painful, and instead of support, they dismiss it or make it about them. 3, control and power games. They dictate the narrative and control how you feel. I know what's best for you. You wouldn't survive without me. They subtly make decisions for you, what you wear, who you see, how you spend your time, until you no longer feel in control of your own life. 4, guilt tripping and playing the victim. They use past to excuse their current behavior. I had a rough childhood. That's why I act this way. Instead of taking responsibility, they constantly use their trauma as a free pass to mistreat others while refusing to heal. 5, emotional withdrawal and punishment. They give love conditionally. One day they adore you, the next day they ignore you completely. Their affection depends on how much control they have over you. 6, inconsistency and hot and cold behavior. They keep you emotionally unstable. I love you one day, and I don't know if this is going to be working the next. They keep you second guessing where you stand with them, making you crave their approval even more. 7, always the hero or the victim, never the villain. They rewrite history to protect their ego. Every ex was crazy, every friend betrayed them, every problem in their life is someone else's fault. They never self-reflect. And here's the hardest part. When you finally realize what's happening, they'll double down on their manipulation. You may question why you can't save them. Many toxic people are stuck in childhood trauma that they refuse to heal. They learned early on that being vulnerable was dangerous, so they built walls around their emotions. Their ego became their survival mechanism. It protects them by blaming, controlling and manipulating others instead of facing their own pain. And here's where many people get trapped. You think you'll love them into healing. You believe if you just prove you're different, they'll change. You see the good in them and hold on to that hope, but it's just an illusion. They won't change for you. They won't change for anyone, because healing is a choice they have to make for themselves. And as long as you keep believing they'll change, you stay stuck in that cycle of low self-esteem, false hope, and emotional exhaustion. You don't beat a toxic person by outsmarting them. You don't fix them with more love. You don't get closure from them. The only way to truly win is to walk away and heal. You need to heal mentally, emotionally, and physically to build your self-love and self-respect back, to set strong boundaries and actually enforce them, to stop seeking validation. You don't need it from them. one day you'll see it clearly, that their love was never real. It was always conditional. That their inconsistency was a manipulation tactic, not love. That their control was about power, not connection. And that's when you step into your power. Because when you love yourself fully, you won't tolerate conditional love from anyone else. You won't fall for their tricks. You won't be the same version of yourself that kept forgiving them. And that's when you truly break free and be able to reclaim your power.